What's going on, y'all? Let me check and make sure everything is on the up and up. We are all over the place today. What's good, everybody? What up? What up? What up, man? I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all. Katie been just vlogging, working out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stick to the basics, man. But y'all already know how we do, man. We always like to kick things up a notch. Let me back this camera up a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, everything is everything. I hope everybody's day is going well. What a freak is my water. Hope everybody's day is going well, man. We're gonna be jumping into a video today, a few videos today. One of them is going to be from our boy Corey Holcomb. Y'all already know how Corey Holcomb is, man. Your boy be showing out, man, but he tells the truth and he makes it funny. But let me go ahead and go through some of these comments. But it's basically about, men being married today. Should men get married today? What do you guys think? Do y'all think that guys now, in this day and age, in 2023, should be married? Y'all let me know. Let me know, man. Baby Jack said, no, guys should not get married. Interesting. What up, Melanie? What's going on? She said that this a tough one. Yeah, I guess so. You know what I mean? She said if they want to. I don't I'm not gonna speak for most guys, but the guys that are not married or whatever, man, a lot of those guys have been kind of jaded a little bit, and as of right now, they just looking at it like, man, based on what's on the dating market right now, I would just rather not, you know what I'm saying, go through that. And then if you look at how family court is set up and everything, man, it's just not it. Slim pickings, man, slim pickings. We the People News said, would you? I was actually kind of battling with this thing, man. I was battling with like, do you want to be married? I could be married tomorrow if I wanted to. Do I want to be married? I'm gonna say this, man. As of right now, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. And the reason being is because I don't see any real benefits that comes from being married when it comes to being a man. I mean, when you look at the business side of things, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to climb your way up to like the corporate ladder, that looks good. And, there are a few different, you know, uh, tax advantages that you can take advantage of or whatever. But honestly, man, to me, it's still not worth the headache. So it's a no for me as of right now. But I mean, you never know. You never know, man. I wouldn't completely count it out because I've seen some things, man, and I know some very, very wonderful people. I do know that there are great sides and good sides when it comes to marriage. Not all of it is bad, but I don't know, man. Just as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a no. And before we get started, man, I'm just gonna say this, man. Hey, this live stream should not determine whether you want to get married or not. Y'all already know, man. We just do this just for the sake of conversation. Like we just talking, man. We just talking. You know what I'm saying, to see where everybody's head is at or whatnot, and let's just have the conversation. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully y'all can, man. Y'all should be able to hear me. All right. So again, this is from Corey Holcomb, but it's from my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson on the Celebrity Jump. Shout out to O'Shea, man, over there doing his mother flipping thing, man. Go ahead and switch this on up real quick. Y'all gonna be able to see some of my history. But it's all good, man. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. All right. So again, the first video is gonna be from your boy O'Shea Duke
Building your
Jackson.
online business?
Hot dog. I'm there. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna step out and give me some water because your boy is thirsty, man, for real. all this on the go, man. Listen, gotta make sure that we stay
You
hydrated.
are setting yourself up.
All right, let me go back.
If you marry a woman, you are.
If you marry a woman, let me see if I can, cause this thing be set tripping sometimes. Let me see what we got. All right, guys, let's get into it. Can we get some better quality, bro? I'm not with the 360p, fam. I don't even want to go to doggone 720, but
If you marry a woman, you are setting yourself up to be destroyed. It's
man, make this stuff up, people. I don't understand why the heck. Let me see something. We are trying to, you know what I mean, shut some ish down, man. See if this is the reason why my computer is over here screaming right now. And it's so crazy, man. Like, this is supposed to be like one of the most powerful laptops on the market, and this thing trash. Can y'all say it with trash? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. My Lenovo straight, man. We straight. All right, let's get.
especially if you are.
All right, let's start
If
it
you
over.
marry a woman,
Uh-huh.
you are setting yourself up to
Fam.
be destroyed, especially if you are a productive.
We're gonna try to go out and come back in. We can't have that, bro. We cannot have that, man. Let's see. Take it back over to the Kate Dizzle. Alright. Here we go. Let's start a new tab and let's go. Again, man, this is by Corey Holcomb, but it's on O'Shea Duke Jackson's page, and it's on the Celebrity Junk. All right, the Celebrity Junk. Shout out to O'Shea, man. He already passed 300,000 subscribers on his main channel. Now he's about to pass 100,000 subscribers on the Celebrity Junk. Your boy on it right now, man. He is on it. There we go, right here.
Productive man. There is no. If you marry a woman.
There we go. All right, guys. We look like we good. We look like we good. We're gonna go ahead and jump back into this thing real quick. Bam. Boom. All right. Add that. Flip that. Switch that. Roll that. Let's get that. All right.
You are setting yourself up to be destroyed.
Man, bro, this is insane.
Especially if you are a productive man. There is no way you go down and get a marriage certificate with all of the information out here about marriage. There's no way you should be getting married nowadays. That's an old concept, man. What you do, if you find some girl that you just got to claim with your cake ass,
My bad. What fault?
you go and you get a contract with the heifer where you are protecting yourself. Because if you don't protect yourself and you marry one of these women who are not coming from money or got money, which is basically almost all of them.
I'm gonna say this, man. I mean, I see where he's coming from when it comes to this, man. And regardless if she comes from money or not, when some people get in their doggone feelings after a breakup, they see red. And you know, if the goal, the desire, is just to be married, then it shouldn't necessarily matter about, you know, how you guys go about doing that. You know what I mean? As long as the ring is on that thing and you are, you know, whatever, you get that paper and it is a marriage or whatever, that shouldn't matter. And a guy trying to protect himself, again, that shouldn't stop a marriage, but hey.
All that you've worked for, all that you've went to school for, all of this.
He sound like right now though that he's speaking from men that are, and he did say that are like hyper productive, which means they actually have put in the work and they actually do have the finances. That's what they're bringing to the table. And if you're getting with a young lady that either doesn't come from money or even comes from money, then you should at least want to protect yourself. I gotta get some water.
Is in jeopardy. It's dumb to get married if you are wise now. Now, if you're a lame who don't know, can't nobody save you. Can't nobody save you. She got rights over your body and everything. God forbid something happened to you. She might do something scandalous if there ain't no gangster shit involved. If she ain't worried about the repercussions, you shouldn't be getting married no more. That's dumb. Dumb. I always felt it was dumb. Most of the women are going to rob you.
That video comes from.
Again, I don't disagree with some of his points that he made. You do have some women out there that are getting with these guys just for their money. And it's either like this, like, once you put a ring on that thing, I'm good. We get a divorce, I'm taking half or more if I can. That's how some of them operate.
Corey Holcomb. And I believe Corey Holcomb is a married man himself, but married in a different generation. But man, Corey Holcomb just dropped some bombs. And unfortunately, there are a lot of things that brother Corey Holcomb is saying, I can't get around. I can't get around. And we now know who he's talking about. Corey Holcomb is talking to black men, right? If you are a productive black man and you have worked yourself all your life, it's very possible you would be stupid to get married. This is something that is sad, but I gotta talk about this. Listen to what I also want to talk about. I'm a very big advocate in a sense for marriage for society. I understand how it works. Living in Poland where almost everybody's married, it's a big difference between that being the case and, like I said, when I was living in the United States in my neighborhood, even here in Africa, more marriages, it's just a difference in behavior of the people in general. And I'm talking about not just, lying or something like that. I'm talking about as far as, violence and things like that. How we used to be in the 50s and 60s was different than how we are now because we're not as married. So I understand the value. The reality is that so many men feel that the ladies don't really want to be wives in the marriage. This is what.
No. Nope, absolutely not, man. And you got to understand that what comes with marriage is duty. 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 You have a duty to do these doggone things. Like, wives back in the day, a lot of women talk about, they want the men to basically be like the men of yesteryear or whatever. And what men are saying is, a lot of y'all are not like the women back in the day. When those women, got into a marriage, they had not been bust down. You know what I mean? Like, they were actually coming into the relationship. I don't want to say that word. They were coming into the relationship without anybody actually entering in them. They were virgins, right? These young ladies now, they have allowed another guy to, go in there. Some of them have given their womb to another man. But yet and still, you have a lot of young ladies that still want, guys to be those men that protected, provided, and did all of these things. But those men protected and provided for women that, at least understood that I have to protect my body. I have to protect my womb. I am going to take care of the household, and that's not just cooking. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of women these days don't understand the importance of cleaning, washing dishes, you know what I mean? as something as simple as just maintaining the household. You know, most guys that I know it's a couple of guys out there that operate a little bit different. Most guys I know that are staying by themselves, they keep their house clean. They cook for themselves. And they're like, listen, I honestly, I don't mind having you here. All right. You know, I don't mind paying the bills. You know, all the bills. I'll cover all the bills. The only thing that I ask of you is to maintain, give me a little sex on the side, and, you know, just be a peaceful person. You know, not argumentative and all the rest of those other things. And these women, you know, you have some women out there that, again, they're not cooperative. We ain't got to say submissive. They're not cooperative. They're not feminine. They're a little bit more on the masculine side. They're argumentative. They have a problem with just keeping up with themselves, getting their hair done on the regular, you know, keeping their feet and their hands up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they step out the house, they don't understand the importance of being presentable. You know, you got women out here that don't even want to put lotion on. Like, come on, man. Like, lotion? It was even it was a group of young ladies that was having a discussion about not even wanting to shave their legs, man. I'm just like, yo, shout out to them brothers that's sitting there putting up with that. Hey, salute to y'all, man. There is no way in the heck. And again, I'm just speaking right now. I'm speaking to, you know, the women that's expecting so much, but bring so little to a table. You know what I mean? Maintain. That's it. If I can't ask for anything else, maintain. That's the only thing I want you to bring to the table. Just maintain. Maintain your weight. Maintain your face. Maintain your hair. Maintain your clothing. Maintain your feet. Maintain your skin. Again, I don't think that's asking for much at all. Just maintain. And if I allow you to come into my space, stay in my home, then I just ask that you maintain that. If I keep my house clean, maintain that. If the dishes are washed, maintain that. If the carpet and everything has been vacuumed and everything before you got here, what was the house like before you got here? You know, if you want to add value to a guy that's maybe not doing that, that's one thing. But most guys that I know, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't play that junk and all the rest of. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna keep this thing spick and span, and you have women out there not paying no bills. I'm talking about not putting a dime towards anything, because again, he's not asking that. He's just asking something as simple as just maintain your femininity. Keeping yourself up, maintain this household. If it's clean, keep it clean, and just be a peaceful person. Maintain the house, and just make sure it's a peaceful home when I come. And if you cook, even better. And you got women out there that think that this is asking for too much. And then they got the nerve to ask a guy to marry them. I want you to be my husband. What? What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? You mean like put a ring on your finger and be married to you for the rest of my life? And here we are. You know what I'm saying? We haven't even been knowing each other that many years or that many weeks, that many months or whatever. And you can't even maintain right now. And you're asking for a ring on top of the other things that you're not doing right now. Most guys are just choosing not to deal with that, man. And that's whether you have money or not.
What's really stopping that from coming together?
StreamYard.
Live streaming can be tricky, and
We're gonna F with the
right
StreamYard. We're gonna F with. I F with StreamYard, y'all.
And a lot of men would love to have the idea of having a wife, a woman that they can depend on. But if you're a successful black man,
again, and that is a beautiful thing. Just, I mean, the idea of what, you know, a lot of us want to believe what a marriage is a beautiful thing. That unity, somebody that's gonna have your back no matter what. You know what I mean? And again, the duty that comes behind those things committing to one person. Listen, if it was like that, I think that most guys will honestly sign up for it. But
again, I'm going to talk about it, or any successful man in general. What did it take to be you? And Corey is speaking from experience. What did it take to be you? Don't get me wrong. Women also have to work hard to become where they're becoming, right? But women also can have more sympathy than men in the workplace. You can have more, if you get a diversity hire, you're hiring a woman, you're hiring somebody black. So when you're a black man, you really have to get on it.
absolutely. I'm going to tell you right now, man. I'm not saying that, some of us, if we do the things that we should be doing and need to be doing, I believe that some of us can get a fair shot. But I will say that, yeah, I do believe that we start at the bottom, like for the bottom. And a lot of people will look at any reason not to give us an opportunity to excel. But if you're putting in the work each and every day and you are a clear candidate for whatever that position is or whatever, in most cases, not all, but I believe in most cases, you will get whatever that is. And Melanie say, women don't have to work as hard. No. I would agree, man. When it comes to like pretty privilege and everything that goes along with that, man, I believe that a lot of women that, have that pretty privilege, yo, you blessed. You are freaking blessed, man. Where is my, boom, there we go. There we go. There we go, y'all. There we go. Put me on the side, cuz. There we go. All right. Let's get back in it.
You really have to be good. You really have to be serious. And you don't have a lot of help coming up. You don't have no mentorship coming up. You have to do a lot of the things to just even get recognized in any industry in the world. It's a lot of work you're going to put in. Okay? You put in that work. And you work, basically, and I'm going to say this, you work to have a chance to meet a woman that you feel you deserve that will most likely divorce you. And I'm not trying to say that all divorce is a woman's fault. I'm not going to say that. Obviously, men can do those things too, right? But think about it. You're putting yourself at risk to lose everything. And the culture of the ladies today, and I get what people are always trying to say, these men of today, this and that. You guys have heard that particular phrase. What about these women of today and how they view relationships? A lot of women don't want to work it out. A lot of women feel like they can do better. They're not as dedicated to the family. We live in a culture where people are very sensitive.
Absolutely, man. When I tell you, your boy hitting the nail right on top of the head, you got so many women out there that believe that they can do better. And when given the opportunity, you allow them to go back onto the market and see if they can do better. And they pull up in a beat up, busted down situation. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've seen a young lady that I used to converse with, right? My bad, y'all. Seen a young lady that I used to rock with or whatever. And this was, I'm gonna say, about 5 years ago, right? And she was bragging about the guy that she was talking to now. You know what I mean? Neither here nor like, I'm not stressing or whatever. Anyway, so you got a lot of women out there that hide the type of people or the type of person that they're with or whatever on social media. Like you rarely see them. So I happened to run into somebody, and lo and behold, this guy. I'm not gonna talk bad about the guy. Let's just say it wasn't an upgrade. You know what I mean? Maybe a nice nice guy, gentleman, or whatever the case may be. But you could tell the look on her face that she felt like she had done settled. But let them tell it. You know what I mean? I can go out here and get with a ball player. I can get with somebody that, has all of these great things or whatever. I was just like, yo, that don't make no sense. I put my shades on, you know what I mean? Spoke and just kept pushing, boy. It's crazy,
When it
man.
comes to dealing with their men or women,
But the bottom line is the truth. The truth is most women honestly can't go out here and get something better, especially the way that the dating market is set up right now. If you have a guy that is somewhat masculine, a guy that's working out, a guy that has his own place, his own car, his own money, not looking, not looking to take anything from you, understand that is a very, very small percentage of guys now. Like seriously, that's at least average looking with a decent type of body type or whatever, and takes care of themselves, like well groomed and all. You have a small percentage type of guy, and understand that when you get out on the dating market, you are going to find that out very, very quickly.
in particular, and then also no fault divorce. Hey, this is a come up for a lady. So this is why you see so many entertainers going a different route. That's why, like when I was in the '90s, so many of the guys are married. Clyde Drexler married. Troy Aikman married. Steve Young's married. Jerry Rice is married. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen's married. Charles Barkley's married. David Robinson's married. Shaquille O'Neal gets married. Everybody's married in the NBA. Now, LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Paul George, very, very few NBA players are married. Most NBA players,
Steph Curry, yeah, that's a very, very small percentage. Most guys, again, are choosing not to get married, and most of those guys were with their women early on. You know what I mean? When you think about LeBron James and Steph Curry and all, those guys had their women before the money.
are known ladies' men. They date IG models, they get rid of them, things like that. Most guys are not there to be married. We know this, we understand this. And if they have children, they're going to have children. Where are they going to have these children at? They're going to have these kids, like Nick Cannon. They get child support. They, number one, change their business into their name, right? Like, so they don't.
Cam Newton is a good example of that. Cam Newton got with that young lady and had some children or had a kid or something by her, and I'm pretty sure he's doing, that child support thing.
They make $100 million a year. The business makes $100 million a year. They get paid like $50,000 a month from the business. So you can't really take the money away from them like that. This is what I'm talking about, right? You can't do that. So now, because men are so afraid of losing their wealth, they know what's going on. They know they're going to lose the money. That's the case. They know they're going to lose the money.
I would say this, man, little ginger ale. Most guys are making better decisions because of what is put on display now. That is the beautiful thing about social media and everything now. Most guys now, you know what I mean? If you look at it, let's just say about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, the manosphere, the red pill, all of this information wasn't on Front Street like it is now. Now, all the guys are kind of like waking up, like, yo, what the hell is going on? They're seeing everybody around them. They're seeing, their homeboy, their dad, their uncle, or whatever, getting the short end of the deal. And they're just like, yeah, no, I'm good on that, fam. You know what I'm saying? They're practicing better discipline. And you still got dudes out here that are still sleeping with chicks or whatever, and whatnot. But the majority of guys are just choosing not to take that short end of the deal. That is the beautiful thing about having these type of conversations, because all of this stuff is put on Front Street now. Now we can really see what's going on. Now, and we're having these conversations so we can actually see where these young ladies' heads are at now. It is the beautiful thing about social media right now. This This is a beautiful time, man. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. I think that he played a huge part in this.
So when you
Get the
know that you're
conversation
going to lose
started.
some money, why would you do that? And again, it's sad because this is really what the black community needs. The black community definitely needs more marriages. But the thing that's going to stop that is because of what you see from the no-fault divorces. That's the saddest thing. So wait a minute, you want me to get married just so you can take my money? I don't think so. That's what guys are saying. Guys are saying that vehemently, like, no, you will not take my cash that I've worked for. And I would be stupid to not only be somebody's husband, I would be stupid to have somebody's kids or to produce these kids. That's how dumb I would be.
Absolutely, man. And you know, I think if if information like this would have came out about 10 years ago, I honestly believe that there would not be as many children as it is right now. Yo, listen, I don't drink sodas at all. Just want to put that out there, man. But my brother, they had like ginger ale or whatever at the party last night, so I don't want y'all to think I'm always drinking. This is just like a one-time type of thing. Y'all always gonna see me with a bottle that looks like this. So don't give me a hard time, man.
And when you get guys talking like that, that's really sad.
And speaking from a guy that was married or that is married, I believe Corey Holcomb is actually still married to his wife. I don't think that they got a divorce. I don't believe that they're gonna get a divorce. Like because he still takes care of her financially because of the person that she is. Yeah. I'm guessing that they still have a cordial type of relationship. He's still getting them buns. Ain't no way in the world a dude is taking care of you and he ain't getting them. Ain't no.
It's really sad when men think like this. But now men have to protect themselves because I seen guys like I saw a real bad story. I saw a story in which a man was married. Literally, he caught his wife cheating on him. Like he walked in, he saw his wife cheating on him with another man. He used restraint. I mean, because God knows what he could have did, but he used restraint. What did he then do after using the restraint? He called the police. Not police, but he filed for divorce. Something like that. Although he proved that the woman was cheating, he still, he lost half of his pension. The house. That's the things he got.
Good. Man, listen. You hear this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Man, thank God I did not get married. Yeah. But no, seriously. This guy caught his wife cheating in the bed that they lay. Oh my goodness. He caught his wife cheating in the bed that they lay in. Didn't do anything from, allegedly. Didn't do anything. Filed for divorce and still lost half of his stuff, man. That's crazy. Still lost the house. Man, that's insane. Caught her in the act and still had to come up off hat. This is why men are choosing not to be married.
Got from, getting married. So it's something that needs to be worked on. And again, I just like I said, it's hard to see, especially if a lady that doesn't come from any money, which like you said, most ladies do not. You become rich. Now they're sitting around waiting for somebody like you to come. It's crazy. It's really crazy, family. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Shout out to my boy O'Shea, man, for giving us that doggone message. Shout out to you, bro. Let me go ahead there. Get big. Get big. Get big. No, my bad. But yeah, man, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Again, these conversations are so freaking important. We got to have them, man, because what it does is it's raising awareness to what the freak is going on. And again, if you take this thing back 10, 15 years ago, social media wasn't like this. Like, you did not see this thing like in mass. But now you have so many different podcasts with people, men and women, coming onto platforms and having these type of conversations and seeing exactly where most people's heads is and letting everybody step back and look at the market and really make a better decision on how it is that they want to move. Honestly, I'm going to keep it a band with y'all, right? honestly, if if I had not gotten on YouTube, if I had not, found some of the people, some of the creators that I found, again, thank God for Kevin Samuels because he's really the one. Like when I seen Kevin Samuels' platform page, that's when everybody seemed like they started coming out the doggone woodwork. Everybody started having a podcast. Everybody started having these type of conversations about men, women, relationships, and marriage. We did not see this 10 years, 5, 10 years ago. You just didn't see it. But he had the courage to step out and start to ask these hard questions and have these uncomfortable conversations that most people didn't want to have. Again, so thankful that he started this, man, because now we live in a time where these type of conversations are becoming normal. And what is that doing? That's giving everybody a better shot at really seeing what it is people really want. People are really starting to come out. They done stop hiding behind those masks, and they're starting to speak up, and they're starting to tell the truth. And to be honest with you, that's the only thing we've been wanting for the longest. Like, if you want a man that has money, and I know I don't have money, now I can make a better decision. Okay, she just said, she does want to be married. She does want a man that has money. And I understand that, listen, or she does want a man to take care of her. And you might have a guy over here like, dang, I'm glad I know that now. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, the truth then came out. I was thinking that, you were okay and you were cool with a guy that was making $45,000-$50,000. But lo and behold, you know what I mean? When you really take the mask off that thing, no, you want a guy that's making $70,000 to $80,000. You want a guy that's going to be able to, I don't want to say that, but, quote unquote, retire you. I don't know how y'all gonna be able to do that off of 80,000. I mean, you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't want children. I'm glad I know that now. They're making it a lot easier for people to have these doggone conversations. And I believe that a lot of questions that are being asked right now, most people wouldn't think to ask these doggone questions before they get or go down that rabbit hole or whatever the case may be. Listen, that's why I tell people, man, I believe that right now is the best time, right? Because we can really do a deep dive and really, take a peek into what people really are thinking. Like, people say these, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I pay close attention to any response that I get from any question. And I always use that to help me make better decisions later on in life. The beauty about having these conversations is you get clarity. The beauty about taking that young man or that young woman out and seeing how they act in public, how they act around their friends, how they act around your friends, are they flirting with people? Like, really being able to step back and look at this thing for what it is instead of what it could be, the potential and all the rest of that other stuff. No, we're going to get right there to the net of it, to the bone. We're going to see exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see exactly who you are. I love it, man. I believe that this is a great time to be alive, man. A great time to be alive. And I've been saying this for years, and I believe in the next 5 years, the playing field is going to be damn near leveled. I'm speaking this thing into existence. I honestly believe in about 5 years, because no matter how much they try to push that agenda on, this toxic masculinity and all the rest of this other stuff, man, listen. The guys they're not putting up with that mess anymore. Again, these platforms are coming, they are thriving, and I support the heck out of them, man, because I want the playing field to honestly be level. Because what it's going to force everybody to do is take a step back and look and be honest and be real. with themselves, take accountability for their actions, and understand, like, listen, this whole time, you know, I've been thinking I was the ish. I've been thinking that I was the prize. In all actuality, I'm just the average person that should be thankful and be grateful that I can get an average person or that I have an average person. Because when it comes to money, ladies, understand that most guys, I'm going to say men, all men, they don't care anything about how much money you make. They don't necessarily care about your education as long as you are intelligent enough to deal with like certain situations and you don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. I don't think no degree is going to help you with that. That goes back to what I believe like your soft skills, being able to communicate without getting in your feelings. That same thing goes for guys, right? This is something that we need to get better at. And that's the reason why I continue to have the conversations that I'm having with everyone, men and women. Anytime you feel like you're being disrespected, how you handle that is going to determine a lot of different things, man. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how we move forward. And so just to answer the question, do I believe that men should be married today in today's age or whatever you want to call it? No. I'm going to say no. I don't believe that men should be married right now. I think if you wait about 5 years, again, I believe that the playing field is going to be level or damn near close to being level. I mean, if you're lucky, I'm speaking for most men, but if you're lucky enough to meet a young lady that meets all those requirements that you may have, fit, cooperative, if you want somebody that's submissive or whatever, that understands you, that respects you. That's how I believe a young lady shows how much she loves you, is the amount of respect that she gives you in public and in private. And if you meet a young lady that meets those standards, by all means, get married, bro. Be happy, whatever. You know what I mean? If you can find it. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be rare. It is going to be rare. And there are things that you can do along the way to help you get those type of women or attract those type of women, or those type of women will align themselves with you. If you're working on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, getting yourself together, have those uncomfortable conversations and pay attention not only to what a person is saying, but how a person is moving. And if they're not moving in a manner of a young lady or a young man that you can't see yourself building with, if you want, to have children or whatever, if you can't see that young lady being a mother, being nurturing and and everything else that follows along with that, if you can't see, that guy that you're getting with as being a father, being a protector, provider, or whatever, then maybe you need to take a step back from that situation. And you need to make better choices. All right? So, do I believe that most guys should be married today? No. Wait about 5 years. Wait for that playing field to level out. And then make better decisions. All right? Again, you got to pay attention not only to what people say, because you have so many people out there that will throw that L word around a lot. And before you make any decision, you need to make sure a few things: that your stomach is not empty, that your nut sack is empty. Oh man, and you've had a full night's rest. I believe that's how you make some of the best decisions. You make questionable decisions when those things are not where they need to be. Honestly. Now, for the guys that are successful, if you have built your way, built your empire, or you're currently building your empire, you got a little bit of, you got a little bit of money in your pocket. Women know that. People know that. And those guys, y'all really need to be careful, honestly, because family court, man, listen, they ain't got no pity on nobody. We just seen in this video, O'Shea just said that a guy caught his wife having sex in their bed, in their home, and did nothing but file for divorce, and she still took half. She still took half of his. She took the house. Wait, what do you say? Got some cars, some money. Oh, come on, man. I believe I don't think that it's in any guy's best interest to be married right now, because when you think about, is marriage honestly benefiting us? Is marriage honestly benefiting men across the board? Absolutely not. You can pick and choose, a few things that we can technically benefit off of, but it's nothing major. It is absolutely nothing major about that. So the guys that have built their wealth have honestly spent the time, the effort, and all that, and you have accumulated, resources. Be really, really careful about who you trust, who you allow into your world. Though that time, that energy, that resource, all of that stuff that you done worked your butt off for. Some of y'all done worked y'all whole lives, or at least half of your lives, trying to accumulate that. Are you willing to throw all of that away on a pretty face? Most of y'all are. Y'all see a pretty face, a big butt, some fake boobs. What is it called? Those little BBLs and all the other stuff, and y'all be ready to cash it all in. I'm a cat, man. Scared. Y'all be running away from these uncomfortable conversations that y'all know. Y'all know y'all can't trust her around the homie. Y'all know y'all can't take her to honestly meet y'all mom, and your mom give you her honest opinion about the girl, and you get upset. A lot of y'all are avoiding these things. I believe that this content creating space, what's on YouTube, what's on, I'm not going to really say necessarily TikTok or any of those, but what's on YouTube right now? Listening to people like Kevin Samuels have these type of conversations. My boy MTR, you got Anton Daniels, that, some of the stuff I agree with Anton on. You have O'Shea, Duke Jackson. Let me see. You got a lot of guys out there that are putting great content out that I believe that a lot of young men should honestly pay attention to, because the information is out there. It's no longer, hiding up under a rock anymore. This stuff is front and center now. We have so many different big creators that have a lot of visibility that's putting this information out there on how men need to level up, leverage whatever they have going on to continue to upgrade, and stop making these questionable decisions with some of these young ladies. We got to do better, man. All right? You need to start off by working on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and make sure you get some coaching from a guy that I always say, man, always, no matter how old you are, you got to pick a hero, somebody that you look up to. Somebody that you inspire. You don't have to be just like them, but it's certain things that you can learn from certain people. And that's why I say it's good to have a coach that you can look up to, that may have that type of lifestyle that you want to have. Learn from those guys, man. That's where you can honestly put your money, your time, and everything into. Those guys that's going to pour back into you and continue to help you level up. Stop listening to women. Stop taking advice from women on how it is that you need to move as a man. That is freaking insane to me. You got so many. I got to say it. Just pearly things. It is so many guys up under them doggone comments and cheering her on and all. Listen, stop listening to those women. All right, and stop listening to those other chicks. I forgot who the young lady was, man. But trying to tell men how it is that they need to move, and they're single. They have no man in their corner. It blows my freaking mind. And these platforms blow up from guys like y'all that are sitting there encouraging, liking, simping for these same type of women. We got to do better, man. Anyway, I got to get out of here, man. Y'all already know Katie is always on the move, man. We got to go charge this freaking car up, but I will be live a little bit later on. We're going to unpack a few other videos. We had one from, I believe, Anton that I was gonna do a review or a reaction to, and he was saying something about how this was put out a few months ago about guys. Y'all need to stop telling these women that you love them. All right, stop telling these women that you love them. And the other one was she's not special about when she just brings sex to the table. We actually just had this discussion the other day when I went to go get my hair retwisted or whatnot. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up real quick, guys. I will see you guys a little bit later. Be on the lookout. I will drop a little link or something, man, to let you guys know exactly when it is. I'm going to be going live, and I believe it is going to be on this page, either this page or the Truth Podcast. Y'all be on the lookout for that. If this damn mic hit my face one more time, we're gonna have a problem. Anyway, let me go charge my car up, man, and get this doggone work done. Also, that other vlog will be out a little bit later on. Y'all, make sure y'all check out them vlogs. For real. Them vlogs is off the chain. I'm actually planning on eclipsing my boy Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat is one of my favorite creators. Casey Neistat, he vlogged for 800 days straight. I'm going to try to outdo that. Now, my production, my editing, the amount of money and visibility that I have is nothing compared to him right now, but we're going to make it do what it do because it's a challenge. This is another way to continue to push me to continue to put out content, man, and give me something extra to do throughout the day to make sure that I'm sticking to my purpose, sticking to these workouts or whatever. And this is another way for not only for me to hold myself accountable, but just to put that thing out into the atmosphere. Regardless if I get one view, I will get one view because I watch my own videos. Regardless if I get one view or 100 views, I put it out there because, again, I just look at it like this. If I put it out there, people are going to be expecting me to work out every day, to do all these things that I need to be doing. So that's just my way of holding myself accountable and just putting a little whipped cream and a little cherry on top of that thing. Anyway, I'll get with you guys a little bit later, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you in the next one.